There's a little waterfall right here. It's making a lot of noise, so it's making the horses nervous. And Dave's trying to get his horse shoe stood on that side. And again, we walked by here and we could have kept on going and drove by this, but we're like, look, if the horse shows me that they're scared of this, Buddy's a little calmer because he's out there, he's kind of walking away and says, I'm going to avoid this pressure. I don't like this. Mr. T's been wanting to leave. And let me see if I can get Mr. T to walk around here. All right, come on, let's go this way. Good boy. And so Mr. T's head's up, and I've got him going down this hill a little bit right here, easy. And Dave's over there walking him back and forth. Just basically saying, you still got to listen, even though Mr. T's throwing his head. He's like, dude, let's get out of here. Buddy's coming up, putting pressure. He's trying to talk to Buddy. We're getting a little mist from this waterfall. It's loud. Mr. T is like, dude, we don't need to be here. That other horse over there is a little nervous. He's walking him back and forth, getting both eyes on this water, saying, hey, you still got to listen. Even though this water's here, it's loud, you're nervous, you got to listen. So he's basically getting both eyes on this water, saying you got to see it on your left eye, and then I'm going to turn you, and we got to see it on your right eye. And this is building confidence. This is doing something that a horse wouldn't do when we first walked up here because they were nervous. He may make him walk down this hill a little bit here. He's getting him to turn back and forth, moving his feet left and right. I can't tell if he's trying to get him to go down that little hill right down the other side or not. He's getting him closer and closer to that edge, saying, hey, even though you're scared, even though you're nervous, you still got to listen to me. And this horse is moving his feet, and the more he moves his feet, the more comfortable he feels. He doesn't feel trapped. Mr. T feels a little trapped. I'm holding there, he's got to stand there. He's like, dude, let's get out of here. I want to move my feet. Sonny's getting to move his feet, and he's getting to go left and forth. Of course, Buddy's going to go over here and create a draw. He's probably going to try and roll here. But this is, again, these are the things that people see on a trail and they try to avoid because their horse shows fear. Buddy's going to roll. All our horses were nervous of this because it's loud. It's a lot of water. There's mist. There's wind blowing. There's all kind of things that tells a horse naturally, what do I want to go there for? Why do I want to go there where something can jump out I can't hear? A predator can jump out and get me. I can't hear it. All kind of bad things can happen by this water. Why would I want to go by here? So a horse would avoid this naturally. Now he's trying to get him to walk a little forward. There he goes. See, he doesn't want to go down that step. His reins are way too long. See how his hands are way out by side? If he got his reins shorter, he can control that horse's head better. See, he's giving long slack. See that horse is out to get his head? Look at his hand way in the back. He's losing. I always talk about low hands. Get those hands low so you can keep that head straight. He let him pause and he pet him. I don't know if I would pet a horse. We've talked about this before. See his hands low, way to the side? When you see hands like that, that's not good. His hands should be right by that horse's neck. Those reins should be very low and tight so he can give immediate correction. Horse is going back forward. He's going forward. Horse says, I don't want to. Horse is resistant. Horse saying, I'm scared. I'm nervous. What do I want to go down here for? He's trying to push this horse past his fear. He's making Sonny grow. Got a couple horses over here. It's all right. Now he's going to say, you better pay attention to me, and he lost control. That horse got his head. He's getting his head because his hands are too far back. He loses his strength when he has those hands back. If his hands were lower and right, your hands should either be in front of that horn and right by that horse's neck. Right where they are now is where they should be. And they should stay there, and he should be able to work his fingers down on there. Buddy's pushing the Tanner. Tanner's backing up. So now he's going to make him stand there and say, you know what, think about this. You may not want to go down. Buddy's pushing Tanner. Tanner's backing up. We're on a cliff. There he goes. Good. Good. See that horse leaning back? That's okay. Well, look at Dave's hands there. And remember when I said that 12-inch box over that horn. Dave's hands are really, really far back. He can give that horse much better. Buddy's knock it off. He's pushing Tanner, backing me into a freaking cliff. This horse is going to walk. See his hands? See the slack? See how long it takes him to take that slack because his hands are way back? Good pressure. See the horse is losing. He's losing because he's losing that control. But he's staying on it. And now Sonny says, oh, hell no. So he's controlling his head. Again, because he doesn't have a bit. If he had a bit, he could cause pain on this horse and make this horse go. So having a rope halter, you've got to be able to keep your hands closer on those reins. The farther your hands are from a horse's head, the less leverage you got. There. Now, he went a little far, and he stopped the forward pressure, and Sonny said, I backed out. He got his head. See, he's not preventing the wrong answer by letting that horse turn his head. If he could keep... Good boy, Sonny, you tell him. Hey, look, dude, you're not going to make me do this. I ain't doing it. So he's going to walk him back and forth here a little bit. Now he's going to get some of that energy out, make him trot a little bit, stop him, turn him around. I would turn him toward the water. He turned him away. That little thing right there, see, if I turn him to the water, I make him keep facing his fear. Now he just found a new fear. He found the big pipe-eating horse. So now we have to get him used to that. I know! So now he has to get used to that. So he's got this water here. He's got the pressure thing behind this horse. He's got the rider telling him to do this. All these things are pushing this horse. The worst thing I think people do is when their horse show fear, they avoid, they leave, they go around, they make excuses, and they set that horse up to being scared the rest of life. This horse is going to feel better once he learns, I don't have to be scared. He's not going to have to worry about this thing because he's learning I got a leader on my back. The leader tells me to go somewhere, even though I'm scared, I have to go. Lots of lessons here about avoiding pressure, avoiding scary things, and handling scary things. See how he gets his hand down low, he can control that head? Hands are way too far back, way too far back. See, it's hard for him to get his hands low because when you get your hands low, then the horse can pull his head forward and pull you off balance. So by him being able to lean back, he keeps his hands long. And it all comes with timing, over time, learning how to do it. Learning how to control that horse on pressure. I don't even know if you can hear me with all this damn water and stuff. I've been yapping for a while. I'll have to end this because it'll get too big and I can't load it. So we'll end that there on Saginaw Island Trail with water, scary things. Mr. T's finally gone to sleep. Buddy got next to him. He's got his leg cocked. He's finally like, you know what? I don't care about this water. When we first got here, Buddy didn't want to be the water. Mr. T was dancing. Now Mr. T's kind of like, you know what? I've stood here for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't care. So we'll end out there for Saginaw Island Trail. Sonny, you're a good boy. Mr. T, Buddy, you're a good boy. See if Dave's going to get him to go forward. I think I'm way over time. I gotta get off this. All right, we'll end it there.